The reality is my next round of treatment starts on September 7th, and I'm nervous about it. I'm very, very nervous about it. So I needed something to really occupy myself physically and mentally to get there. I can't just sit home and wait for the phone to ring in September. So this Sunday, we're flying up to Mont-Tremblant, Quebec, and I'm going to be challenging the full distance Ironman triathlon at Mont-Tremblant. I did this race and completed it back in 2019. I mean, my wife and our young fellow was just turned 1 then. We were up and I completed the race. It's an incredible undertaking. It's a very long day in the office. And, I've prepared for this as best as I could. I'm going to give my mind, body, and soul to this event on Sunday and to try to just, again, set an example for our kids. We have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and when they're looking up at you, you got to try to dig in and do the best you can to show them that times are tough sometimes, but you got to be resilient. You got to fight back. I remember the day I was diagnosed in the doctor's chair last year. You talk about just mentally and physically disintegrating. I mean, everything goes on the back burner. You're wondering, what's life going to look like in the short, medium term future. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I've never done a drug in my life. No family history, 35 years old at the time. I have absolutely no business being in these shoes. I've been a competitive amateur athlete my whole life. I have no business being in these shoes. I don't know how we got here, but we're here. I hate everything about this, but I'm also lucky enough to be able to speak up about it. I very much recognize that I'm in a position that I can speak up and talk about this and raise attention and awareness about these types of situations, because there are people younger than me, older than me. This doesn't discriminate. This can happen. It's been an incredibly emotional week for myself, my family, just because I've put so much into this. And no matter what, I'm proud of the work I've put into it. I'm proud of the buildup. And, again, I'm just trying to set an example for our kids about, tough times, they don't always last, but tough people do. I am ready to channel all this and let it fly on the race course on Sunday. I don't care what the time is, but I'm going to do everything in my power to get a finish. And, I'm an emotional, wear it on my sleeves kind of guy anyway, but the thought of seeing my wife and kids at the finish line and just letting it out, I want that so bad.